Alright guys, this is Ashwin here. In this video, we are going to solve the problem, find the running median. The median of a set of integers is the midpoint value of the data set for which an equal number of integers are less than and greater than the value. To find the median, you must first sort your set of integers in non-decreasing order, that is, ascending order. If your set contains an odd number of elements, the median is the middle element of the sorted sample. In the sorted set 1, 2, 3, 2 is the median. If your set contains an even number of elements, the median is the average of the two middle elements of the sorted sample. In the sorted set 1, 2, 3, 4, if you average 2 and 3, we have the median as 2.5. So given an input stream of n integers, you must perform the following task for each ith integer. Add the ith integer to the running list of integers. Find the median of the updated list, that is, for the first element through the ith element. And lastly, we need to print the list updated median on a new line. The printed value must be a double precision number scaled to 1 decimal place. So we need to make sure the value is in float because due to that, I got some wrong answers in some test cases. So be sure to remember this constraint. So to solve this problem, we are going to initialize two heaps. One is for min heap and the other one is for max heap. Using these two heaps, we are going to find the median and print it. So the total time complexity will be n log n. I will explain the detailed logic while coding with an example. So let's see the constraints now. Here n can go up to 10 to the power of 5 and the array element can also go up to 10 to the power of 5. With this constraint, if you try to approach in a brute force way, you will definitely exceed the time limit. That's why we need to implement the heap data structure in order to optimize the problem. Okay, let's see the examples. Here we have 6 numbers, 12, 4, 5, 3, 8, 7. So these are the list of integers in order. Let's see the explanation. First, 12 is added to the list. So we have only one element, so the median is 12. And after that, 4 is added to the list. After sorting the list, we have two elements. So 4 plus 12 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. After that, 5 is added. If you sort it out, middle element is 5, so we return it. After that, 3 is added. So if you sort it out, 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 divides 2 is 4.5. And 8 is added. So if you sort it out, again the middle element is 5. So we will return 5. Lastly, 7 is added to the list. Now the middle element is 5 and 7. If you average it, the median is 6. Like this, we need to solve the problem. If you try to sort it out each time means it will definitely exceed the time limit. That's why we are going to implement the heap data structure. So in our logic, we have half the elements in min heap and half the elements in max heap. So let's consider this last list alone. So in the max heap, we will have the first half. In the min heap, we will have the second half. So in min heap, the root element will always be the minimum element in the heap. So if we consider 7, 8, 12 in the min heap, 7 is the minimum element. So that is one part of our median. And in max heap, the element at the root is the maximum element. So out of 3, 4 and 5, 5 is the maximum element. That is the another part of the heap. So if you have some odd number of elements means one heap will contain less number of elements than the other heap. At that time, we will just print the root element of one heap which has greater element than the other heap. Okay, let's see this with an example. Let's consider the small example. So the example will be like 1. Let's consider max heap equals and min heap equals. So when we have a new element that is 1, we will always insert it into the max heap first. So 1 is inserted. Now the median is 1. So we will print the result here. So result, that is 1. Now after that, another element is added, that is 2. So 2 is greater than 1. When we have greater element means we will push into the min heap. So min heap. If you take the average, it is 1.5. Next result is 1.5. Now the third element, 3 is added. Again, 3 is greater than 1. So 3 will be added in the min heap. Now, min heap has greater element than the max heap. So we will consider only the root element, that is 2. 2. As you can see, it is in the sorted order and the middle element is 2. Lastly, we will add 4. Again, 4 is greater than 1. So we will insert 4 here. Now, it seems like the heap is imbalanced. That is, the element difference is greater than or equal to 2. When we meet this condition, we will remove an element from the main heap and insert it in the max heap. So we will remove this 2, that is the minimum element, and insert into the max heap. After that, again we will be finding the median. So in the max heap, it will rearrange the result like this. So the root element will always have the maximum number. Again, 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 divides 2 is 2.5. 2.5. And the median is also correct. So using this logic, we are going to solve this problem. Okay. First, we will import the heap data structure from heap queue, import, heap push, and heap pop. Now, inside the function, we need to initialize the variables. So initialize the variables. First one is min heap equals an empty list. Again, max heap equals an empty list. Now we need to store the result in the result variable. For that, result equals again an empty list, because we need to add the medians into the result and return it. Now we will go for the main logic. Main logic. We need to iterate each element from the array. For that, for num in A. So each time it will hold the number from the array. First, we will call the function add num. Add num. So we will pass the number, min heap, and max heap. So it will add the number to the corresponding heaps. And after that, we need to balance the heap. So balance min heap, comma, max heap. This is for balancing the heaps. So I'll just comment it. Insert the element. This is rebalancing the heaps. And the last one is find the median. So the median will be added to the result. So result dot append. We will call the function get median with min heap and max heap. So finally, we will return the result. Return result. This is like a simple overview of this problem. Now we need to complete each of these functions. First, we will complete add num. So def add num number min heap, comma, max heap. In the first condition, if there are no elements in the max heap, that is, if not max heap or minus of max heap of 0. Now I need to explain why I'm using minus here. In Python, it always uses the min heap data structure. That's why we are negating the element. If you negate the element, the maximum element will be the minimum element in the max heap. In max heap, if you negate and push the element into the heap, we will find the maximum element at the root. That's the logic behind here. If the new number is less than the max heap number, we will push into the max heap. That will be heap push of max heap, comma, minus num. Remember, when we try to push the element into the max heap, always negate the element. Or else you can implement a separate max heap data structure and do this in the normal way. That is for max heap, in the else part, if the condition fails, we need to push min heap equal to number. So for min heap, we can directly push the element as it is. So this completes our add num function. After that, we need to complete the balance function. Def balance min heap comma max heap. To check for imbalancement, we need to use this condition. If length of min heap minus length of max heap greater than or equal to 2, that means min heap has greater number of elements. So we will do heap push of max heap and minus of heap pop of min heap. Remember, we need to always convert this number to negative in order to push into the max heap. Now again, if len of max heap minus len of min heap greater than or equal to 2, heap push min heap comma minus heap pop of max heap. Why I am again using minus? Because when you pop the element from the max heap, it will be in the negative form. So to convert it into the positive number, I'm using negation here. So this concludes our balance part. And lastly, we need to complete this get median. So def get median min heap comma max heap. So the first condition will be if both the heap have equal number of elements, we will get the root of both the heaps and average it. So if len of min heap is equals len of max heap, return using the brackets min heap of 0 minus max heap of 0 divided by 2. Again, I am telling in max heap the number in the negative form. Using minus, we will convert this into positive. So two numbers will be added and we will average it. In the next condition, len of min heap is greater than len of max heap. So min heap has greater number of elements. So return float of min heap of 0. Remember, we need to follow this decimal place. That's why I am converting this element into float. Now in the else part, we will return float of max heap of 0. Now again in the max heap, we need to add negation here. So that completes our whole problem. First, we are importing the heap data structure and initialize the corresponding variables. In the main logic, we are adding the number to the corresponding heap. So while adding the heap, we will always insert the element in the max heap first. If there are no elements in the max heap, or if the number is less than the max heap element, we will insert into max heap, or else we will insert into min heap. And after that, we will balance both the heaps. We will find the difference using the length of each heap. If the condition satisfies, we will pop the element from one heap and push into the other heap. Like this, we will balance the heaps. And after balancing the heap, we need to get the median. So that is, if both the heaps have equal lengths, so it has even number of elements, we will get the root element of both heaps and average it. And in the second case, if min heap has greater number of elements than the max heap means, we will return the root element of min heap, or else we will return the root element of max heap. So always remember, when trying to use the max heap, we will add negation to it. Otherwise, you can implement your own max heap data structure, and without using negation, you can use it normally. So that is the overall logic of this problem. If you have any other logic other than this, please leave a comment below. It will be very useful for the community. Now let's run the code. It passed the sample test case. Let's submit it. Yeah, we solved the problem. If this video is helpful to you, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe the channel for the future videos. Stay tuned for the next video.